Shall I tell you an old story?
What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome to Memento Mori. Now, Memento Mori is a brand new idle hero collector that's gotten extremely infamous these last few weeks as like this mysterious upcoming game that no one knew quite what to expect from. Like, the only thing we knew based off of the screenshots was the aesthetic of this game was extremely strong. And like, the best way I can kind of describe the overall visual flow of this game is like, dude, this is an incredibly pretty game through the UI, the characters, all of the live 2D. Like, this game is just extremely pretty, and they didn't stop there, right? The game's sound design is extremely pretty as well, I guess you can say. This is the first game since El Chronicle. I had to take it all the way back to El Chronicle, which came out years ago and then shut down, as the only game in recent gacha memory to have a unique soundtrack for every single character in the game. Not to mention top quality voice actresses as well. Like, dude, they went all out on the visual and the sound aesthetic of this game, and it paid off, right? It put this game on pretty much everyone's radar. Even though we really didn't know what this game was gonna really be, it put it on our radar just because we're like, dude, this game looks good, it sounds good, maybe it will be good, right? So here's just a few of the characters here that I've collected that have some music. The best way I can describe the music, because I know I might be talking over a lot of it, it reminds me of like the ending credits of an anime, right? You know, when you just got done watching an anime and you're watching the ending credits kind of thinking about what you just saw, it gives you that vibe, which I don't have to tell you guys, that just feels like really, I don't know, cozy? Is that what I want to go with? I'm going to go with that. So let's go ahead and jump into combat, shall we? Once again, like I mentioned, this is an idle game. So as you're offline, you're going to get experience points, gold, equipment, etc., etc. I'm gonna go and fight this stage right before the stage I'm on because I'm a little behind as far as power is concerned because I haven't done any summons. Not to worry, we will be doing some summons. Here is my team makeup. This is gonna be one of those idle games that FG absolutely despises, that gives you these passive bonuses based on the element type that you bring into combat. So if I bring 5 characters of the same exact soul type, aka element type, I'm gonna get way better passive bonuses if I do not. And unfortunately, there is no rainbow bonus. Once again, I don't like these systems at all, but if you're gonna put a system like that in a game like this, I would like to at least have like a rainbow bonus. That way maybe I can have a little bit more flexibility to which characters I bring, which element types. Just like in a lot of these idle games, you do have these universal element types that can kind of plug into any lineup, but the point remains, dude, I can't stand it when I'm in the gacha, I get like a really awesome character that I want to use, but darn, that character's a water type, but my whole team's a fire type, so if I want to use this character, it throws off all of my passive bonuses. FG, quit trying to stall and talk about this gameplay screen. Well, so here is combat in the world of Memento Mori. Now, as you guys can see, pretty much the only thing that really happens is your live 2D model jiggles and gyrates back and forth across these really, like, I don't even know what's going on with these backdrops. You got dandelions, you have water, you have cherries, you have a windmill, you have like a cathedral. I don't even know what's going on in the background. It reminds me of those movies, right? This I'm going way off field here. You know, like in a movie where like the enemy captures a hero and they want to brainwash the hero. So they sit them in this room and they force them to watch like 100 years of like propaganda and stuff like that. And it's just a bunch of imagery just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, that's how I feel when I'm watching this. It's like, it's just a bunch of imagery in the background that I don't really understand. I might be being brainwashed. I have no idea. There's a flag there. Time just broke. Does that mean like time is not infinite? Like, what's happening? What is the game trying to tell me? But as far as combat is concerned, this is a pretty big sticking point for most people because nothing is really happening. Once again, it's just live 2D models bouncing back and forth. And I'm not really the type of person that just absolutely despises combat. If I can't see like the character models and the enemy models, like, it's not a deal breaker for me per se. I think back to games like Soul Tide and even Destiny Child, right? Where you see a big enemy on the screen, but you don't actually see your characters. You only really see them when they do ultimates. So I'm not like I'm not like a purist where I have to have my character models doing attacks and whatnot. But here, you don't even get enemies, right? Like, you guys know how much I love fighting big bosses, dragons, things of that nature, big, massive, oversized enemies. You'll never really have that in this game. When you're fighting enemies, it's just another waifu jiggling and gyrating their live 2D model back and forth at you. That's really about it. So yeah, combat's gonna leave a lot to be desired. There's absolutely no interaction whatsoever. You can't even time your ultimates, your attacks. You can't do anything, right? It's all about your formation. You set up your characters, you build them, you make sure they have the appropriate gear, you throw them out into the combat world, and you hope for the best. The game developer absolutely knew that was gonna be a thing because there is ×2 speed, there's also ×4, and there's just good old-fashioned skip. So with all that being in mind, it does take a little bit of wind out of my sails when I'm like, okay, let's go do a guild raid, right? Here is the guild raid boss. Oh, dude, it's Sonya. Let's go fight Sonya, this big, massive guild raid boss that takes our entire guild and all of our power to defeat. And it's still the same, you know, like a screensaver backdrop gameplay. And Sonya is, I don't know what she's doing. Let's see, let me see her live 2D. Let's turn it down to ×1 real quick to see what Sonya looks like when she does her attack. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get excited over the spectacle when there's really not much of anything going on here. There she goes, Axe Bomber. That is the guild raid boss right there. And once again, you can skip the combat if you choose to. Got myself some gear, some ore that I can use to buy some things out of the shop, etc, etc. I'll go back in here, begin battle, hit skip. Luckily for this game, optimization wise, it runs really smooth. Like pretty much everything that you go into is like, look how fast I'm in here. Like I'm jumping over here to the infinite tower mode. Look how fast I'm in here, right? Everything is just so fast to jump into. Dude, can I not beat that floor? Sometimes I notice that if I just like play the game manually, when I say manually, that means not skip, sometimes it feels like I have a better chance of winning. I'm kind of making that up. It could just be some luck. Let's test this luck out here real quick. Like there was one stage that I was stuck on. I kept trying to skip it, I kept losing. I didn't make any changes. I played it out in autoplay and I won. So let's test this out real quick. Nah. Most of my big DPS hitters are already dead, and I haven't done any summons yet, so that's probably a big reason why. So let's keep on moving, and we'll do some summons to kind of boost up my power. So that's Tower of Infinity. Coming soon, there's a thing called Legend League, which I assume is some type of upper echelon type of PvP. Battle League unlocks at stage 4-4, which I'm not there yet. Temple of Illusions unlocks at 520. You do have a good old-fashioned dispatch mode. Dispatch All is locked until you get to stage 7-8, or if you have VIP, yeah, this is going to be one of those games that has VIP. But most idle games, I think for the most part, do have VIP functions, but I could be just making that up. But at least it does have auto select for your dispatch, so you can go in here, do all of this boring stuff here, dispatch y'all. Y'all will be back in a few hours, a few minutes, and y'all will come back with goodies. Very, very straightforward, right? That is the dispatch mode. You also have a thing called Cave of Space-Time, which is a good old-fashioned Labyrinth mode. So exactly what you might think it is. So as we go through here, I'm gonna go for, do I wanna go for an assist character? Why not? Let's go for a character. I'll take you. All right, do I want to go for another assist character? No, we won't. Let's go do a combat stage here. Okay, let's jump into combat. So pretty tried and true Labyrinth style gameplay mode here. Is this some different backdrops here? All right, we got a moon, we got a castle. Ah, come on. But as you defeat these stages, you're gonna get buffs. Exact Labyrinth mode that you all know and love, or at least I know and love. At the start of battle, increase all warriors types allies attack by 10%. At the start of battle, let's see. Let's go for this. Since I have a lot of these Azure element types on my team, we'll go for that. I'm gonna go for like the easy stages right now. This might be one of the fastest Labyrinth modes you could probably do in a video game, I would bet. Thanks to like the instant skips, but I wanna see some of the backgrounds here. So what do we got? We got a tree, we got a castle, we got some stairs that are crumbling, we got some lady that's drowning, some hot air balloons, a house, a book, a moon. I don't know what I'm supposed to be seeing right there. At the start of battle, increase allies evasion or evade by 20%. Or if they have soul advantage, increase damage dealt by the target by 40%. We'll go ahead and take that. I'm gonna see if I can just blow through this because this is pretty much it, right? The only reason you'd play a game like this is because you're just absolutely in love with the character designs and the aesthetic and the music, right? The music is extremely, extremely good, and it kind of almost makes the experience worth experiencing. Like, I know that sounds funny, right? When you look at the combat, I know a lot of you guys are like, dude, what am I even looking at? Like, what am I even looking at, FG? I totally get it. But there's something about just the overall, like what your eyes feel when you play the game. Really, FG, that's what we're gonna go with. Dude, I'm trying. All right, let's keep going here. I want to see how far I can get in this labyrinth mode before I start getting destroyed. I'm doing pretty well here. It's time for some instant skipperoonies. So instant skip there. Let's go for some more attack, a tree of healing. Do I need to heal right now? No, I'm doing pretty good actually. I love a good old-fashioned labyrinth mode, man. This is where all the gameplay comes together for me. Let's see. At the end of battle, get HP back. Let me see. We're gonna go for that. Like I've noticed right now. Oh, enhanced blessings, dude. I can buff them up. I actually didn't even know that. Sounds pretty good. More damage against. I'll go for that one. That sounds good. Or was I able to get 2? Very cool. I'm still gonna go for the weak encounters. I've noticed right now, some of my favorite games that I'm playing are just filled to the brim with RNG. Like I'm absolutely loving Marvel Snap. This game ain't got nothing to do with Marvel Snap, FG. I know, but I'm absolutely loving Marvel Snap, and I'm liking Girls Frontline Neural Cloud. And both of those games just have so much RNG. I think I like that. I like being able to think on the fly and kind of, you know, adapt my strategies with my characters and how they move and how they're buffed. Like I think that is something about that RNG is making these games a bit more special for me, right? All right, so here is the final stage, unless it's gonna pull like an AFK arena, there's like a second floor. This is my first time doing this, by the way. Let's just hit skip. Dude, we were able to win? Very nice. Oh no, dude, I think there's gonna be another floor, huh? Ah, I knew it, they AFK'd arena'd me. They sure did. Would I like to go to level 2? I guess so. All right, we're not gonna do that in this video, but Labyrinth style gameplay mode, as you guys can see, refreshes every 2 days. That is the Cave of Space-Time, and that's all the gameplay modes that are currently in the game, right? You have your campaign, very straightforward, go as far as you possibly can, idle to get stronger, use that gear to equip to your characters, make them stronger, push stages, get better idle rewards. Outside of that, you have all of these auxiliary gameplay modes, and that is pretty much it. Oh, I'm sorry, there's Guild Raid, which I did show off, but there's also Guild Battle as well. Ah, come on, dude! Undergoing maintenance. So that's basically what's in the game at the moment. Now, like I said earlier, I haven't done any summons yet, so my team is so far behind. So hide that till tomorrow. Let's go ahead and do a full summon animation. Dude, that's disappointing, really. As pretty as this game is, the summon animation is quite booty. Where your heart is. Huh? All right, I'm sorry, I'll leave. Hello, Nina. Like, I'm trying my best to make Team No Lolly in this game. Try my best. But I'm probably gonna just keep this game on my phone for a little while longer, just because, once again, it's just such a pretty game to look at. What is this, a reindeer waifu? Look at her soundtrack. Get it? Very cool. I'm probably just gonna keep this game on my phone for the time being. Just kind of hang out with it for a little longer. Not gonna be anything that I plan to play like super long term, but I don't hate it as much as I saw people hate it. Right? I just don't like being able to kind of blow through the combat. Not a con for me sometimes. Not a con. Sometimes I'm just really into the building aspect and the collecting aspect of games. It just depends, right? This couldn't be the only game that I play. I definitely need a game that's going to have a little bit more, you know, active combat and active gameplay. But as a side game, dude, I'm not mad. Hello, amor, mi amor. Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with that. One last pull here. What else do we have?
This withered land needs flowers.
Damaged hearts needs music. See, maybe that's why I need this game. Maybe because my heart is damaged and I need this music, right? I'm telling you, dude, end of anime credit sequence music. That's what this game is. Completely through and through. Now, here's where I'm a little bit mad, right? Oh, wait, gun waifu.
Come on, feast your eyes on the world's greatest gunslinger.
What up, Cordy? Now, here's where I'm mad. I gotta be honest, here's where I'm mad. I got a couple of cool characters that I think I would like to use, but they gotta be in the right element type or else. So, let me see. I don't really care too much about this element type, I don't think. I mean, I do like Iris. This is why I'm mad, dude. She's a red type. Whatever this element type is, red. My God, dude. So now I gotta figure out a team makeup that will allow me to kind of use. I didn't get any of those. So annoying, dude. I'm already mad. But you do have awaken systems here as well. So you saw those duplicates. I can just hit this good old-fashioned awaken all. Once again, think idle games, right? Very, very straightforward. But I'm kind of mad that I'm not going to be able to really use this character right here, Amor, unless. All right, let's double check this. Oh my God, dude. So what I can do like a 3 and a 2, but that gives me plus 15%. Or I can do a 4. Oh my God, I'm so mad, dude. I hate this. I hate it all. I just want to be able to use my favorite characters in a team lineup that I enjoy, right? Is that too much to ask? But that's gonna do it, my friends. That's a nice little look at Memento Mori Idol RPG. I still think it's worth a shot. But once again, I wouldn't really treat this game as like a main game, like this is the only game you play, but it's like a little side game that you just kind of just jump into, collect some cool characters, do some upgrading, things of that nature. I don't really see it being that bad of an addition, especially on the strength of the aesthetic. Just a really, really pretty looking game, right? I don't really need to show you guys how the upgrade process works, but I will anyway. Equip all, right? For right now is all I'm doing. Level up until you hit a breakthrough level. I'm gonna do, who do I want to level up? I'll level up you, because Natasha is one of these universal colors, so I can put her in any team no matter what. Hit that level 41. That's gonna unlock Mom and Dad's love, dude. We all want to unlock that, don't we? Equip all. Now that she's level 41, she can equip level 40 gear and above. Very, very straightforward. If you find yourself in a position where you're like, you know what, I'm done with a certain character, you can hit reset. It'll take a little bit of cash app currency, 50 gems there. You'll reset, you get all your resources back. You can pump them in your new character and keep it moving. So that will do it, my friends. A nice little look at Memento Mori, a game that I kind of sort of still slightly recommend people give a try, because, you know, believe it or not, the strength of the aesthetic, the strength of art, the strength of visuals and sound is gameplay for some people, right? But you got to keep in mind that sometimes it's not about the gameplay, sometimes it's about the collection aspect, the management aspect, etc., etc. If it was all about combat and all about gameplay, dude, there's a lot of games that a lot of us wouldn't be playing. I know a lot of us out there are playing games on straight autoplay. I ain't alone. You know I ain't saying nothing wrong. All right, guys, so I am out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. At least those games have something to look at when you're autoplaying. You're right. See ya.